Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Empire Season 2, Episode 13. So we starting off with the memorial for Camilla. Since last week, Lucius then convinced her to kill herself after she done got done killing Mimi, so it's time for a memorial. I guess they was tired of this storyline, need to go somewhere else, so Camilla, you out. So Andre was like, her, she was a good person, but her legacy, we're not in here. We will continue on with her clothing line, Anthony and Cleopatra. Cookie in the audience talking about something, I could never stand that name, but he's gonna keep, her brand going under Empire, and Rhonda, she will be taking over that. After, Andre Hakeem had said his speeches, because he got to be going through something, because his only goal was that, okay, I'm going to send this tape to Mimi so that Mimi will, like, get rid of all her shares of Empire and, like, disassociate herself with Empire, and then Camilla be gone. He didn't know that it would be turned into a murder-suicide. He just didn't know that was going to happen. Now we got Andre and Rhonda, they talking. He's like, I got my meds together. I don't know what was going on me, but I'm sorry that I accused you of cheating. But, like, I came here, you was gone. He didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing. But she's like, she doesn't want to go back to that house. That house does not feel safe for her. It's like too many memories. She is grateful that, Lucius bought them house when they was, pregnant with their baby. But it's like she didn't got knocked down the stairs. She done lost a baby. It's like too many memories. But like at this time, seeing as they are at a memorial, she don't really want to talk about that. So we got Lucius. He is over there being smug like always. And he is commending, Hakeem for getting rid of Camilla and killing her. He's like, I ain't killed her. Like, Lucius, that Hakeem had nothing to do with it. That was all you're doing. Like, maybe what Hakeem did led up to what happened, but like physically actually killing somebody and then having somebody killed, he ain't had nothing to do with that. And they fighting back and forth, and Lucius, he's happy because like this woman's gone, she's away from my son, so now all I gotta do is just kick Hakeem out the way and I'll be back as being CEO. But Cookie, she's like, you know what, enough with all this fussing and fighting. Y'all know what Sunday is? It is my birthday. It is my first birthday being out as a free woman in 17 years. And I want each and every one of my family members, that includes you too, Lucius, to be there at my birthday party. It's going to be a fabulous birthday party. I'm happy about this. So I'm going to need y'all to quit all this fighting so that we can have a fabulous birthday party for me. So in this episode, we get to know more about Lucius's childhood and how he became the man he is now. Like when he was little, he ran away a lot because his mom, she was bipolar and not in her right mind a lot of times. So I'm guessing they didn't know what that was back then, so there was no help for her. So he would run away to this lion statue, and one day he's like, that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be Lucius Lion. Cookie's just like, where was your mom at when you was running away? Why was she taking care of you? Because at this time, nobody knows, like, what happened to his mama, why Lucius was running away, and why Lucius is the way he is. But he's like, he doesn't want to talk about his mom because that's a painful and subject to him. But she's like, okay, if we're going to do this music video, I'm going to need you to put your all into it. And you're going to have to, like, open up all those old wounds. And like she didn't say this, but I'm paraphrasing. Like, open up all those old wounds so you can put your whole self into this song and video, and people know the real Lucius and how you became who you are now. So Hakeem and Jamal go to wherever FREEDA lives at, because Jamal wants to work with FREEDA, but like FREEDA's like, she don't really want to work with him. She already knows that Jamal and Hakeem got beef with Lucius. She's like, whatever beef y'all got with Lucius, they ain't got nothing to do with me, because this man has been like a father figure to me, working with me and helping me out with my music. It's like, if you think him being a father figure is a good thing, I'm going to need you to guess again, sister. But she was like, you know what? Whatever y'all got going on don't have nothing to do with me. And they're trying to tell her that whole little rap battle between you and Hakeem, that was Lucius is doing, because he liked to play mind games with people. But she's not really listening to this right now, because at this point Lucius has been nothing good for her, nothing but good to her. Yeah, she don't know he the one that ordered the assassination on her daddy. At this point, she just thinking that this man was there for me after my dad died. He didn't help me get a record deal. I'm gonna be on a song with him, so I'm not trying to hear what y'all got to say. So Frida shows up to Lucious's video shoot, like what's going on? This is like totally different from the concept that we were working on before. But he's like, you know, we didn't change out a little thing. She's like, okay, so I just can put my little rap down and I can leave. He's like, about that, I know that you wrote half of the verses on this song, but I took all what you did out and I'm going into another whole direction. And she's looking like, oh, so now she's seeing how Lucious is. Like, he's there for you when you're there, when you can do something for him. But like, once he no longer needs you, he just wants you to the side. So she's like, okay, this is how it is. All right, I got you. So she goes over there to Jamal, and Jamal's like, yep, I knew it was going to be sooner or later, the doggone it. You was going to realize who Lucious is. So she comes in and puts down, like, some verses on the song he wants. And I was like, this sounds actually really good. Like, I guess that anger and emotion that she just got done dealing with Lucious. Like, man, I thought she was that person, but it seems like you not. And now this is all about business. And if I'm going to make me some money and make a name for myself, I need to, hey, Jamal's hot right now. Let me work with him. So Lucious is having trouble with the video shoot, mainly the model, because she is like bringing back so many memories of his mom that is like, he's like, every time they're trying to do this video, it's like, he's like almost having panic attacks. At one point, Cookie had to just like tell everybody to just leave and just get out here. She need to talk to Lucious one-on-one. And he tells her that his mom, you know, she had issues and she tried to drown him, and once she like snapped out of it and realized what she had done, like she goes into the drawer and finds her gun and just kills herself right in front of her, like an 8 to 10-year-old Lucious. And like she was like, well, like your mom killed herself, your daddy wasn't there, like who took care of you? And it's like, you know, neighbor lady, you know, took care of me as much as she could, but like CPS was gonna get called. He didn't know what CPS was, but he knew he was a place where he didn't want to be. So he ran away. He was living in abandoned buildings. He was eating at a garbage can. And then one day he met this 16-year-old Frank Gathers, who gave him a package and was like, hey, little dude, like, sell this and you can make some money. And like young Lucious at the time, he's like 8 or 10 years old. Doesn't really know the consequences of what could happen because, you know, he's 8 or 10 years old. He's just thinking, okay, I need to make me some money because I need to eat. And, like, I don't have my mom, I don't have my dad. I don't want to be in CPS. This is the life that I'm going to have to live now. So this is, like, like, Frank Gathers is the one that got Lucious up on selling drugs and hustling. And Cookie's like, it was Frank Gathers that did that. Like, you was a baby at the time. Like, even though he was, like, I always say calling kids a baby, but like he was a baby at the time. He was 10 years old. Like he had nobody to defend for him, and he was like basically raised himself after his mom died. So Cookie, she shows up to Lucious' house thinking that none of her sons are gonna be there because Jamal and already said, you know what, I don't know if I'm gonna be there. I sent you some roses, but it was all a surprise. So she like got her whole family there, all 3 of her boys, Lucious and Rhonda. So she decides to show a little rough cut of boom, boom, what was it? Bang, 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 bang. That song that she was helping Lucious with. And, like, it wasn't the reaction that she thought it was going to be. Lucious was like, nah, Cookie, don't show that right now. But she was like, nah, it's going to be fine. And this is when the family realizes that Lucious's mother, she had mental issues. And this hits Andre the hardest because, you know, he suffers from bipolar disorder. And he's like, did our grandmother have, you know, bipolar disorder? Lucious like, this was in the 70s. They didn't have an actual name for it at the time, but my mom was a nut job. And I was ashamed of her. And then you come along and I tried to do any and everything. I sent you to these fancy schools. I let you marry Rhonda. He's like, you let me? Like, I could have married her regardless. Like, I gave you all these positions so that you could, you know, have your identity. But basically, I was ashamed of you. And I don't know how Lucious can be ashamed. Because, like, this is something that Andre nor his grandmother, you know, this is something they had no control over. This is a mental issue. And I like, it makes me so mad when people, like, distance themselves from family members. Like, they have a mental issue and this is something they can't control. Long as they're taking their medication, like, for the most part, they are, you know, in their right mind. But Andre, he's not really trying to hear this. Like, you embarrassed my grandma, you was embarrassed me. You never told any of us about this. So he's like, the hell with you, Lucious. And Lucious like, what the hell with you too? And like Ron is like, stop, because you know, Andre, he can't afford to get upset and angry because that's just gonna throw him all the way off. Meanwhile, we got Jamal. He done got so upset that what just went down with his family, and how his family basically, he has a messed up family, for a lack of a better word. So he goes over there to Lauren and is like, look here, Lauren, I see how you and your family are with one another. That is far from what my family are. So he proposes to Laura and she accepts, but I don't know. After they had that one fight, their relationship, it seems like she's there, but like something's going to come out afterwards, to where we're going to find out something. We got Rhonda. She's like, I don't want to go back to my house. I am stressed with the whole Lion family, the drama, and all that goes on there. So Boo Boo Kitty's like, well, girl, you can come stay with me. And I'm thinking, this is like, I don't know about this whole little situation right here. If I go and stay with Boo Boo Kitty, yes, a part of me thinks Boo Boo Kitty pushed her down the stairs. But like I said in the 2 videos ago, is it obvious that it was too obvious it was Boo Boo Kitty, or is it so obvious it was Boo Boo Kitty that it is Boo Boo Kitty? And then at one point we had doggone it, Tiana and Lauren, they just cannot seem to get it together while they're on road. So CEO Hakeem has to go and figure some things out, and mainly because, you know, Lauren is his girlfriend, so he has to go there and like straighten these two out. Like, what is going on? Tiana's like, look here, when you and I were dating, we kept it professional. We didn't let our, you know, relationship interfere with what we were doing. When we were dating, we didn't let that interfere. This is all about business. Your little girlfriend over there, she all up in my dressing room. She's taking extra time out. I can't do that. The Lauren's over here talking about saying, well, she's been very mean to me. So Hakeem is like, I'm trying to keep these two on tour together, make my girlfriend happy, make my ex happy, be a good CEO with that I can. But like at one point after they saw, like, Hakeem came out and rapped, and they was both singing in the background with him. So hopefully Hakeem can get this together. But you know, Lucious is just waiting for doggone Hakeem to just slip up just a little bit so he can just pop back in. It's like, look here, y'all, who voted me off as CEO of my business. You see what this little boy been doing now? See, y'all need to just go ahead and vote me back in so we can get back to the way things were. So that was the gist going on. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. So like always, on to my subscribers and the people who watch my videos, I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.